Hey everyone, Dale Moreau here, bringing you tips and tricks for making network marketing work for you. And today I want to talk about how to actually recruit doctors and professionals into your network marketing business. Now, specifically, I'm going to talk to those who are in the health and wellness niche of network marketing. Now, I'm not sure how the scripts that I have will actually work for those that are outside of the health and wellness business of network marketing, but I know these scripts work well with that niche. And so I speak specifically to those. And I'm going to show you how to actually recruit doctors and how to recruit professionals by using the scripts. And the beautiful thing about our scripts is they are scripts that will actually overcome the objection about it being a pyramid. It will overcome the cost objection. It will overcome the actual I can't sell objection. And it will neutralize this idea that I can't do this business because it's too hard. It actually overcomes all those objections right before or even before the close, and it makes it easier for you to close. So with that, I want to get into the script. Now, the script that I have, these two scripts, one for professional and one for doctors, can be found by clicking the link and reading the article that goes with this video, and you will find the link to both scripts, one for professional, one for doctors. But today I'm only going to give you the script that I use for doctors. And here's how basically it goes. Now, when you make that first call, most likely you will get the receptionist. Or if you don't get a receptionist, you will get an actual recording in which you want to leave a message. And you want this message to actually be direct and to the point and honest about who you are as a network marketer and about why you're calling. So here is how I would do it. I would call a doctor, and the way you find these doctors is start locally. Look them up on Google search, and then after you exhaust all the doctors in your town, go elsewhere. But here is how I start. So I call up a doctor and I say, hello, my name is Dale and I live here in Kerrville. Now, the receptionist answered this, okay? And let's say the receptionist answered this. And I say, well, is Dr. So-and-so available? And the receptionist most likely will say, no, he's with patients. May I help you? And here's what I say to them. This is the point that you need to make. I'm a marketing specialist who's looking for someone with a medical background and who would be a sponsor for a new nutritional product line that specializes in weight loss and boosting energy for young adults and the elderly. And I don't want to go through the details over the phone, and so I'm going to just make this very brief because I do have to go to a meeting. Would it be okay for me to leave my phone number and have the doctor call me at his or her convenience? My name is Dale. My phone number is blank, 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 blank. Okay? Thank you. Well, the receptionist will take that information down and will give it to the doctor, and all you have to do is wait for the call. And why the reason that the doctor will call you back is because the message that we left definitely will get the doctor's attention. And so when the doctor calls back, here's what you say. Thank you, Dr. So-and-so, for calling me back. We all know that time is important. We don't want to be on the phone until we're 65. And so I'm going to make this first call very brief. I'm a network marketing specialist who believes choosing your own work hours is important and our careers interfere with our week, and is currently working with a natural health product line in the mainstream market to help with overcoming these two problems. And there could be a place for someone like you, Dr. So-and-so, who has a medical background in a passive or active way to be part of our promotional campaign. And I don't want to go through all the details over the phone as I'm heading out to a meeting. However, if you're open in divesting your income, working 1/4 less hours at 4 times more income than what you're earning and working now, you will find this program fits you. Would it be okay if I told you a little bit about my story? Now, at this point, you want to ask the question, would it be okay if I told you a little bit about my story? The reason you ask it in that way is because one, it's polite, and two, it demands nothing less than a yes answer, and you want them to answer yes. And so the doctor will answer yes, and here's what you say. And at this point, you want to substitute your story or the story of one of your uplines for this. Now, here is my story that I use. So I say, would it be okay if I told you a little bit about my story? The doctor says yes. And I say this. In 2008, I began looking for a way out of an unbearable job with medical coding and to fire my horrible boss. And I began looking at two ways to making money like the big boys do. What I found was two impractical ways. One was inheritance, or two, to earn it over a long period of time, and basically they weren't very satisfactory to me. One, my parents weren't rich and I wasn't going to inherit anything. And two, I would have to work 45 years and would earn one half of what I make now full time. So I began looking for something else to help me to retire in one half the time with more money than the time and money it took my mom and dad to earn and retire in 45 years. And I discovered a way of retiring in 5 years, and I learned the inside secret of owning my own business, making 4 times the income, and doing it part-time without interfering with my current career and without the 50 to 60 hour work week, and having a lot of fun doing it. So would it be okay if I showed you how it works? Again, we asked that very important question. Would it be okay if I showed you how it works? Because one, it's polite, and two, it demands that yes answer. And they will answer yes. And here's what I say. This is where we actually, you can use this very thing on the doctors. This is where I show and overcome several objections. One, I overcome the objection about selling, and two, I actually overcome the objection about how easy it is. So here's what I say. Now, most people, do they like to sell or do they not like to sell? Well, the doctor's going to say they hate to sell. Well, I think it's important to be able to have the skills for building an organization, don't you? Yes, the doctor will tell you. I also think that one of the things, if we had a way for doing network marketing by following simple instructions instead of selling, that would be easier, wouldn't it? And the physician will probably say yes. Well, think, for example, about how you prepare your patients for a simple procedure which is scheduled to be done in your office. You tell the patient not to eat after midnight if their procedure is scheduled in the morning, or nothing to eat or drink after 7 a.m. if the procedure is between noon and 4 p.m. You instruct them to take their medicine as directed with small sips of water. You give them the time for the procedure and instruct them to show up at least 15 minutes before the procedure. Now, you tell them if they follow these instructions, their procedure should go off without a hitch. That is the same for network marketing, for making it work for you by doing simple to follow instructions. So basically, all of us can follow instructions. And all of us can do network marketing. And it's a lot easier than trying to sell something. Well, the name of my company is Fusion with an X. And this is important. You say most people, you want to give one reason why most people join. You're going to give the cost, and then you're going to give the reason why some people don't join. And you want to give two reasons why people don't join. One reason why most people join, two reasons why some people don't join. And here's what I say. The name of my company is Fusion with an X. Most people join Fusion because they like the residual income for life that they receive from it. And the cost is $1,000 plus shipping and tax, which is $2.90 a day, the price of a good cup of coffee at a restaurant when you think about it. Some people don't join because they don't understand it, or times being what they are, they can't afford the $2.90. They'd rather spend it on a cup of coffee. What I want to do is lay out the basic facts. If you agree, that's fine. We'll get started. If you don't agree, that's okay too. Fair enough? And you ask that question, and the doctor will say yes. And then I say, Doctor so, why don't I do this? To be respectful of your time and mine, I'd be happy to either drop some information off to you in the mail or send you an email with the link to my website where you can watch a 11-minute video. Now, it could be a PDF file, a website, it could be an audio file, but I have an 11-minute video for mine, so that's what I present, which outlines my company in detail. Would it be better for you? If the doctor continues to ask what it is, say this: Dr. So-so, to be honest with you, due to the magnitude of what I'm doing, I would be doing a complete injustice to my company and to you if I had to give you a 30-second pitch on it, much like it would be very ineffective for you to give an open house tour over the telephone. You're open to taking a look. I would be happy to send you some information via email with a link to a website and a brief video presentation. Now, this video will take about 11 minutes. When can I follow up with you if you had a chance to review it? Now, I have a 6 p.m. or a 7 p.m. today that's open. Which works better for you? And then listen to what they say. If they say so-and-so would be a better time, you do not send the information there. You wait until the time, and just a few minutes before sending it, you call them back and you ask them, are you available now to look at the information? Because I'm about to send it. And they say yes, then send the information. And then if they say no, they are not open, then basically they are not open to the business, and so move right into the product script. And here is what I say when people say no. Well, I completely understand, Dr. So-and-so. It's a good thing to focus on growing your current business. And in fact, thousands of other doctors really appreciate the great service my company provides. Specifically, I'm referring with helping to lose weight without a lot of exercise and boost energy with people who have fatigue and low T. It's perfect for young adults with weight loss and energy problems and senior adults with sedentary lives and need energy. I can send over the product information if you like. At this point, send over the video explaining the two benefits for the product. Now, let's say that everything goes well. And so now they actually watch the video, listen to the sizzle call, see the website, and you call them back immediately afterwards. And here is how to close the prospect. Immediately after the doctor watches the video, here's what I say. I ask this question immediately, even before they say anything, and even if they do say anything, I say this: what best about what you saw and heard did you like best? And whatever the positive things that they tell, I will say, I like that too, and here's why. I give a little bit of story of why I like it. And then I keep asking this question: what else did you like best about what you saw and heard? And I exhaust everything out of them. And as soon as I exhaust everything out of them, here is the closing question. Sounds to me like you're ready to join. And I say it just like that. Sounds to me like you're ready to join. Notice I start out excited and then I tone it down. Sounds to me like you're ready to join. And what happens? You listen. You shut your mouth and don't say a word. And I don't care if it is 2 minutes silence on the phone. I don't care if it's 5 minutes. You let them speak. And if there are any objections, it will come out then. And if you want to learn how to solve objections using stories instead of facts, all you have to do is go on my website and find how to handle objections. And you will find tons of information about handling objections. So that is basically the script I use. And I have another script for the professionals. And all you have to do to get both of them is click on the link, read the article, and tap the two links for the scripts. And I hope you enjoyed this video and got a lot out of it. And if you did, be sure to leave a comment for me on Facebook, and also to leave a comment in my blog. And most important, you will find a way to subscribe to my blog and get weekly updates by just putting in your email address. You will find that form on the right, in the sidebar, or at the bottom of the article. And I hope to see you all on the better side of success.